brain damage warning. This video contains graphic AI enemy abuse and rotten stinky cheese, as well as rants and complaints about Bannerlord. It may cause mild to complete brain damage in humans and human-like gamers.
What's going on here? I don't care. I don't care how big you are. I guess I just don't agree that party, like this one on itself, like that would be okay. But like this size, this oversized army, like this stuff doesn't even fit on the map. Like I don't really agree that they should have armies get this large in this game, or that there should be so many armies, because they don't fit on the map. Your ability to control the battle, it doesn't, you can't really manipulate that many troops at once. It's just like it takes up too much space, since the whole like the UI and how you control is completely just based on your own point of view in the battle. You don't have an overhead view. You don't have a mini map like you did in Warband, where you could just click it and be like, oh, you go here, go here, go here. You know, that was pretty good for situations where you couldn't really be in the exact location that each group of troops was. But we don't have any of that. So when you go beyond, say, 500 total units, like you have an army that's like 250 and you fight them, you know, and they're 250. Beyond that, it just starts to get worse and worse. It isn't enjoyable, because either it feels like you're basically just forced to like fight like sardines in a can, and you lose a lot of troops that otherwise you shouldn't be using. I mean, or you shouldn't be losing, rather. Yeah. So I don't like this. So my goal is just to get rid of them without losing too many troops. Yep, here they come again. Let them come in, get in some damage, 3, charge them. Okay. We're just gonna chip away at them. Be really miserly about it. 2, come up here. This map, it's just not big enough. Like, they shouldn't be right in our face already. Shoot those archers. Shoot them. 3, you charge them. Okay. We'll get some of them. Okay. Now retreat before we lose anyone. Just across the map. We do this now. See, they're gonna try to reorientate, so we can actually just keep chasing them. It doesn't work that good because the horse archers will like stay really far back, and if you try to manually move them, like, you know, they take a long time. There, go there. I meant to click like right on top of them, and it looked like I did, but if I accidentally click like behind them, they're just like right around them, and you know. Okay, that was good. So we wanted to be fine. Oh, you're slow. Oh, that's one of my wanderers. Okay, guys, turn around and shoot. And spread out too. You're not. Some of you are not spread out. Okay. Not gonna get greedy. I don't see arrows. I don't see arrows being fired at those horse archers. Go. Hit none of them. Okay. Someone, I guess, well, there's a horse there, so they must have killed someone. If they just missed it on the video. Okay, I got one. Go on this way, but everyone's spread out. They're too clumped together. You can't shoot your weapons. This one didn't go as well. They're trying to reposition. 2 there, get them. 4, 2, 4 as well. Everybody get over there. Don't get killed. The raider got killed. That's okay. They have less survivability because they were low tier. Okay. Good. That's really good. Let's see what the damage is. See, it looks like we did nothing. I mean, we did, but every time I look at this and see the sheer volume of how many enemies there are here, it's like, okay, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Oh, this is part of the Big Tail World's vision. You big giant armies that don't fit on the map. And you do underhanded things to get rid of them. Trying to reorientate themselves. Okay, now we can't shoot. I guess some of them can hit them. That's good. We gotta get rid of that cavalry eventually, though. Eventually they'll turn around and try to attack us. Knocked out my engineer, that's fine. Let's see. It was a nice run without any accidents. Guess I just have to go extra far and circle around the map at first so that they don't have a whoopsie. Usually this formation will stop an attack by this point though, so this is kind of surprising. But that's okay, as long as I'm not losing conscripts doing stupid stuff. That's fine with me. We can burn our ammo and then retreat. Feel really good about it. So they have 48 arrows on a consguard, 24 on the lesser consguard. I forget how many the Malamuk has, but well, when I run out, they ran out too. But as long as they're not charging, they won't actually come out of this formation and try to attack stuff. So you can see some glaives starting to pop up there. Oh, that guy, don't let him whack you. Okay. One more arrow and okay. Ninja vanish. There we go. We're gone now. I think just because I think they changed something about how they throw them on foot, and that has caused a problem, making them very inaccurate. But I think the mounted throwing is left alone, which, you know, it's been okay. In my opinion, it could be a little better, since that's like their whole thing, is that, you know, they have like one stack of javelins. Even though I will complain in this situation if they kill my consguards, because to me this whole battle is just bullshit. I shouldn't have to do this. I should have just been able to keep them in the prison forever. And they killed one consguard. That's okay. That was a good run anyways. Especially if they improved the javelins. And they could do that 3 times. Could do a lot of damage, make me really mad. But of course, if the army situation wasn't like this, I wouldn't get mad, because I would feel like it was a reasonable occurrence in the game, and not like, oh, I'm forced to let them rebuild their entire army every so often. And then as soon as I win, I defeat all their armies and capture them, and I'm forced to make peace so that I can use my influence correctly. Yes, this is good. This is as it should be. Slaughter the AI. AI hate. Yeah, so did they turn? They're turning well. We can run away. We don't even have to let you do anything. Got some kills in close proximity, or it could just be because of those retreat. We don't want to risk it. But it could even be just because, like, after you get like various perks, it's a little easier to shoot from the horse. But it's still like this. The biggest upgrade is just getting 70 bow skill and putting on an old blow. I also don't understand why there aren't more bows. It feels like there's many bows that are virtually the same. And like, I use the Nordic short bow until I can afford a noble bow, because there's just none of the ones in between are good enough for it to matter, to like upgrade it all. It's like they're slightly better, but it, you know, it's still, everything's gonna be 2 or 3 arrows to kill it, or you get a headshot, so it's like, it doesn't matter. Okay, are we out of arrows? What did we do? We killed... That's okay, that's not like a lot, but it's something. They just attack whenever they want. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't say like, oh, well, why don't we be friends? I'll give, you know, we'll send you a extra caravan that's, you know, you're Sarai, right? You like to sell stuff. We'll reduce your taxes in our towns, and then we're like partners, and you don't attack us. Now that would be diplomacy. And other things, like when you make a marriage arrangement, you're like, okay, so now you don't ever vote to go to war against me because we have an alliance to marriage. But those things don't actually happen. So calling it diplomacy is not right. I just call it the simulation of war, you know. This might not be as effective as far as how many kills we're getting, but it feels more effective to me because I'm the one doing it. It's kind of concerning to me how I'm not seeing many arrows, because they're not that far away. They should be able to be pounding these guys. But yeah, 4, step on them. 2, come with me. And 4, come with me again. Yes. Stop, we hit them, and then we move. But they're so slow, it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like... Yep, kill them. Get them. Half and half. Half with me, half step on them. Good. And we retreat. We don't mess around. Killed some of them, that's good enough. Don't go over there. Come where I am. Circle. Be horde searchers. Thank you. Okay, no. We gotta... I see them there and there. They're not gonna do it. That's gonna... Okay. You just ignore them. Yeah, just let that guy ride through you. That's fine. Cavalry's so good. They really know how to use their sidearms. It's just a meme when we'll say they don't know how to fight or hit anything. Okay, 3, now you can go do something. Please do something about the stuff that's right in front of you, though. Don't go to the sides first and then go over here. Please. Okay, so we got knocked out. They're killing all that stuff. They're not killing what I want them to. Yeah. Yeah, I get those archers. I don't even see where they are, but they must have came out in front somewhere. So they're hitting them. Oh, are they rushing with archers? They're rushing their archers up. They're so dumb. Okay, very good. We don't want to push her luck. Nothing is dying, so either they're shooting the wrong thing. They're shooting the shield wall. They're not shooting at all. It's just like, who plays this? Who plays it and thinks that the troops, like their AI is correct? I don't think they do. I think they do a custom battle, have like 100 on each side, they F3 them, and they go, oh look, they're killing each other, everything's perfect. They just don't spread out when they're in a loose formation or in their default formation, which I don't know, like, I don't know what they think, like why they choose the default arrangements for certain troops. It's like they can't function in them. They have to always be put in something else or they don't work properly. So why do they do that? This is just getting rid of a number. Wow. So glad we used the diplomacy to make peace and get to do this again. I don't know why they're just sitting here like that. I don't know why that happened, but I don't care as long as I don't get shot. Don't shoot me. I want to shoot you. Okay. I wonder if, like, after a long time, the computer starts to just affect the AI. Because I didn't see them getting stuck like that on the map earlier, so I do wonder, like maybe I just had it running too long and it's starting to do weird stuff. Okay, they're getting too close. Well, I really want to just like aim them at those and be like, everybody shoot that, but they'll turn all around. They turn like, they'll turn ass out if I do that. Like I can't just make like I said in a previous episode, like I really want to be able to like just see, is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. Okay, we'll retreat though because we're on the front. Yeah, 2, go over here. Nice. 3, you can follow me. We'll keep shooting them down for a little bit. And we'll do that. Yeah, they're having trouble. Something killed. See that? We didn't need that. We should have retreated before that happened.
Finally, after over 3 hours of this super fun action.
Who is that? Is that... Okay, that's cavalry. It looked like they were just kind of standing there in the middle of all those enemies. So maybe they just spawned in. Pretty soon we should... Hopefully after this one, we'll be past the point where... Okay, everybody charge. Let's go through one pass. Below the point where they'll get reinforcements. So this should, as they circle this formation, which has kind of blocked us in on the back, they should get a lot of kills. And then we'll retreat before they get into any trouble, which already we took a couple Consgar losses that we don't really need to, but I'm just going to keep at it because I want to just get it over with. It's like complete... Okay, 4, get up there now. So you can, I don't think we can finish them off like this, but this is what we want to do, is just get on both sides of them. You can kill this infantry, that's fine with me. 2, get over there, you get on the other side. Suddenly we're on both sides of them. What can you do? Although this depends on them actually shooting what they should be shooting and not like turning all around trying to shoot this cavalry, which is why getting rid of the cavalry is important. But you know, okay, I have to pay attention to, because if I get knocked out, this plan doesn't work anymore. We're back faster than that though. Oh. Okay, 1, advance, try to hit, I want them to hit just right there, just get right on one edge. Okay, I think we're done though. I mean, we're not actually done, but I think. Get right in there, and then you can advance just into that edge of the formation. And that should work really well. It probably won't though, because they seem like they do as much as they can to not, like, to do that, to just work through one edge at a time. And they start spreading out. Oh. Nope, not yet. 4. Oh, that doesn't work. You kind of have to eyeball it and be like, okay, we're about equal distances, so if we all charge, we should kind of, except for some of those guys are like not doing it. They like started looking the other way. Okay, that's good enough though. Let's see. Add up what the final damage was, but so we lost 5 in this battle. Probably lost about a dozen over the course of this though, because I was accepting a few. Still have this many. I think I had 230 when we started, so maybe we have more. No, 250 maybe. We lost a few, and I just feel like this isn't, like, this is just too many troops in one, like, this is just too many troops in one place. I shouldn't have to wear down a 2,000 man army like that. It's just, I don't think any Tale Worlds developer can actually look at that and explain why that's good gameplay. Yep, you're all prisoner. I might decide to just execute all of you, because I'm kind of getting sick of this. Oh, feels like, let me see, like that's, I feel like there were even more, but I guess that's fine. Look at her. Look at her sprite there, she's all, it's like eyeballs in her chin. I wish I could zoom in and look at that. I mean, I will later,
Certainly after that big battle and with 0 prisoner escape chance, that will be the last of the enemy armies.
Come here, oh good, there's a medium-sized army. Attacking that. Well, it's that size. Oh, we're in the village map. This is another thing I don't like, is that they make you use the village map, even though there was nothing, this has nothing to do with the village. Nobody was raiding the village. We still haven't even recovered our troops from the previous big fight like that. We'll do it again. Come here, you. Actually, I think you're the one who ought to surrender. Fine, there's something there. Okay. Another army. Looks like we're gonna win, but we'll save the day anyways. 830, and we just beat a 1,000-man army, 500-man army, another 500-man army, and I think they had 1,500 in that first army. So it's just, let me see. But the garrison didn't come out. Grumpy. At least I play the game and I answer people's endless questions about not knowing how to do things in the game, or not knowing that they changed how you do something in the game without giving any tooltip or information in game about it. And, you know, I do that. I do that just for the pleasure of doing it. And so if I want to take a big dump on the size of the armies, they're too big and this isn't fun, I can do that. I don't feel like, you know, I feel fine about that, because, you know, people will say, oh, just don't play the game. And you're like, no, I want to play the game, and I want to complain about the parts I don't like. Don't like it? It doesn't matter. You don't have the power to stop anyone from doing that. Like, if you could make people shut up on the internet, you could rule the world. Do you rule the world? No.